This is Bobby Lollar, the bad, bad boy from Tennessee, USA. Toss those Snickers and twirl that dress hollow. It's time to rockabilly to the show I like best, Kill Arts Country Rock Escatoon. In March of '57, at the National Guard Armory in Trenton, Sonny Burgess and the Pacers, Warren Smith and Jerry Lee Lewis were on the ticket. And that was the night that I borrowed Warren Smith's Martin guitar and almost made him have a heart attack. My friends tell me, they said he chewed every fingernail off while I was shaking around about he said, "You got to bust my guitar. It cost me $1,800 or something." But he was a really, really nice guy. And but that was the night that I sit in with Jerry Lee's band, and the night Jerry Lee said, "You got what it takes, but it's a long road to hoe." And the night that Sam Phillips offered me the contract with Sun Records when I was 15-year-old.
I didn't learn until later that my father had actually made the gospel rockabilly charts. You know, Larry Fry was Dad. You know, and they say when you grow up around, you know, music and stuff like that, the people that, you know, other people see as, oh, they're kind of a star, they're well known. You know, well, me, you know, this was Dad.
I think Larry, besides Jerry Lee Lewis, probably who I would have playing piano for me anywhere I would play. And I love Greg's drumming and his spirit, his personality, everything about him. Even my daughter boasts on him. You know, she just loves his, I think she even likes his hair too. It's a lot like hers. Hers is long and curly, you know. But they would be my first choice of musicians to play with me, should I have the money that they deserve to pay them. That's what I think of them.
The first show I played with my son, Alan Fry, was the Full Freak kind of reunion show that we did locally. I decided to do a show based on our area has not had a lot of entertainment as far as, you know, that arena style entertainment. And so I decided to do a show with Full Freak, and there's some keyboard parts that are in there. And I approached my son about playing, you know, some of these songs on keyboard, and he went above and beyond that. He learned some of the guitar parts, you know, in the other songs. So when he wasn't playing keyboard, he was playing guitar, which is a nice rush, you know, because when I first started playing, I was playing with my father. It's nice to, you know, carry that tradition on, you know, have his first show, him, you know, playing with me.
Yeah, my son Waylon Lollar, I think he's a favorite guitarist that I've ever played with in my life, actually. Because he'll play what I ask him to play one break, and then I let him do what he wants the next break. And he does all my gospel songs or whatever I do. He does well with me, but of course, our music's different. He's more of a metal rapper, I guess you'd say. That was the last group he played with, but he can burn the strings off of a guitar.
I was gone a lot, touring and whatever, so I wasn't aware of what he was doing at home. But he was kind of sneaky about it because he wouldn't do it when anybody was home. You know, if either of the parents were gone, me or his mom or his sisters, he didn't play. He held that from us. It was a private thing for him. I snuck up on him one day when he was about 14. I came home early from somewhere, and I heard my drum kit in my stereo really loud. I'm like, what is this? You know, so I ease up next to my window, and he's just wearing my kit out, you know, or someone is what I'm thinking. Double bass, the whole 9 yards, playing through these songs. And so I waited, you know, I'm thinking this has got to be Alan. I waited. When he quit, I eased in the house, and there he is all dripping with sweat, you know, no shirt on, his shorts, no shoes, and a pair of drumsticks in his back pocket. And I'm like, how long have you been playing? Was that really you? He goes, yeah, you caught me.
And I only taught him like for 4 weeks, and after I taught him 3 dozen chords, he then you started teaching me.
I didn't take drum lessons from my dad. When I was 4 years old, I decided I wanted to play drums, so I started paying attention to what he did when he had musicians over while he would play. And then when they weren't playing and nobody was home, I would play and practice for hours until somebody finally came home.
Now, you got something up on the wall about being inducted in the Rockabilly Hall of Fame. What can you tell me about that?
Well, I didn't know it for 20 years. I was drunk. Gotta be honest. I had a cousin, Jason Lollar, if you click on Lollar Guitars, who lives on Vashon Island off the coast of Seattle, Washington, who called me and asked me if I knew I was on the Hall of Fame. I said, no, I didn't even know it. So I called the president, Bob Timbers, in Nashville, and asked him, and he said, well, yeah, you've been there forever.
The question, what makes rock and roll a bitch? The answer is everything.
What makes rock and roll a bitch?
Jealousy.
It is a bitch by its inception, by the people that are in it, the things that you must go through, the hoops you've got to go through. Everything about it seems to be hard, except for the shows. You do it because you love the show. And I guess it's like, like the old adage, there's a thin line between love and hate.
Oh, and believe me, it's in the church today the same way. It's no different.
It's not for quitters or criers.
If everybody could just enjoy it and have fun playing it and make money while they have, having fun, then it's fantastic. My favorite rockabilly guitarist, I guess, would be Galloping Cliff Gallup, who played on Bebop-A-Lula and Woman Love for Gene Vincent, and Scotty Moore, especially back with the first Sun records of Elvis, and anyone today that's continued playing that style from then and still working would probably be James Burton.